Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2 and I'm back with a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was a Part of Madara's Bloodline? Part 3 guys. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this with your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, if you like to support the channel and myself, my PayPal will be down in the description, so don't forget to go ahead and check that out. And I also post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Had Frieza Potential over on Anime King, so go ahead and check that out guys. Yes, I indeed have 3 more channels, Anime King, Anime King 3, and Anime Symbol. All the links will be down in the description, so go ahead and obliterate that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting more time, let us begin this brand new episode, shall we? So the last part that we left off, Itachi brought Sasuke. It was Naruto's request for him to meet Mito. After all, they will all be starting the academy soon enough. Sasuke was top dog until she knocked him on his ass. She possessed an unnatural strength that the others just did not possess. While that was going on, a very complex conversation took place between the 2 other Uchihas. Itachi had to be very careful with his words. With the way Naruto speak, one would believe that he knew what was going on, down to the letter. Yet, Itachi remembered what the Hokage had said. Naruto requested the mission when they got rid of the scums that wanted the war to proceed forward. So they had to be extremely careful with whatever they were doing. Naruto was smart, extremely so. But not too long after that, they came for him. 12 of them. Naruto might be powerful, but they were 12 elite Jonins. This is where Naruto's true bloodline really commenced. Him as one of the greatest to be. Using his eyes, his skills, Naruto took on all 12 of them. Not only did he slaughter every single one of them, he proved to be superior. With footwork, his eyes, watching, moving. Unfortunately though, all of their blades were coated in a very powerful poison. A poison to destroy the cells of anyone that it came in contact with. Naruto's body was fighting it off though. Despite being weakened, despite being broken, Naruto made his way straight towards the Uchiha clan. That is where he collapsed. The Uchihas descend across the village, desperate to find out what was going on. They found the location, they found the blood. They saw what was going on there. The 12 bodies were no longer there though, they burnt up. But Naruto held on to something though. Yes, he kept something with him. While that was going on, Naruto was fighting for his life. He refused to let go of the mask. They tried to pry it from his arms but they had to stop. As for Naruto, he found himself in an inner sanctum, believing that this was the life between. But his brain cells were simply dying. His body wanted him to give in. As Naruto came face to face with Izumo, it was his father. They sat down, a representation of his mind, which wanted him to give up. He tried to do it so by using words, but realized that wasn't going to work. They fought. But Naruto refused to bow down, refused to give up. He kept on fighting. Even as he was being overpowered, he kept on fighting. The final words that were given to him were from his father. He never got to say goodbye. After all, Naruto never saw his father die. He just got the news and the eyes. Naruto found himself crying. At the image, the mental representation. He wasn't a person that cried often, so yes, this was hard on him. The final innocence of his childhood dying. He couldn't remember the last time he was a child, and he was just 13 years old. However, once again we get to see just how truly magnificent he was. This event triggered an evolution, an awakening. As Naruto monkeyed to Sharingan, it came to life, his power surging. The doctors, they're the healers, they were beyond shock as they were able to witness this great moment. While that was going on, a conversation was taking place. A conversation between all of the clan heads. Danzo was there. There was also Fukaku as well. However, it was interrupted by the oppressive aura. An aura that only one man has ever produced. The fear Madara Uchiha. Hoshirama was a gentle soul, but this aura originated from that Uchiha blood. As Naruto stepped in, without a word, he placed the mask down on the table and exited. As all the Uchihas were there gathered, as if itching for the order, but not from Fukaku. Naruto told them to go home. Yes, and they listened without a doubt. Danzo, he took a strike at the monster, and he missed. Things were about to get bad. So yeah guys, basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across the play check for yourself. So as we begin this new episode, our story begins with one of the Uchiha's private sectors. It was a training area. This training was for advanced, jonin and upwards. As Naruto stood inside, quite used to it, there was kunai and shuriken launcher. A testing for the Sharingan eyes to predict and react quicker than everything around him. However, Naruto did not move. All of them came in close, but Naruto chakra, it came outwards. The physical representation of his power. It was dark blue, extremely dark, almost diving into black. However, his power acted as a shield. Every single weapon clattered down to the ground, except for one. One of them broke through and stabbed him in the shoulder. He had done this numerous times, but this was the first time he got hurt by it. He still hadn't fully recovered yet. It's been a few weeks since the event that nearly claimed his life. As Naruto stood there, one of the other reasons why he was so revered within his clan, there was no one within the clan that had chakra like his, that was as powerful as his. But something was different though. Something was gravely different. Naruto made his way. He sat down with the head doctor that was there to learn everything that he could. There was a dose of the poison. Naruto looked through the microscope as the doctor spoke to him. The poison was designed to break down the cells in the human body. With enough dosage, this would take place. Given the numerous cuts and stabs that he got from taking on all 12 of them at once, elite jonin shinobis, as they were above that level, going into Envu tier, specially made for that program after all. But Naruto's body fought it off. But his body has never, ever been so weak before. Naruto wanted the exact run through of what happened to him. He didn't feel weaker. His power was simply unstable at the moment. In fact, he felt stronger. More stronger than he's ever been. Naruto went for a full checkup, but this time he wasn't asking them to look for weakness. He was asking them to take a deeper dive. The head doctor was taken aback. Shock He couldn't believe what he was looking at. As he fully examined Naruto once again, learning that the poison weakened Naruto's body gravely, but because of that, something emerged. Naruto paused. No one else shall know about this until I'm ready to say something. Is that understood? The man nodded, taking Naruto's word for it. As he kept his silence, now Naruto knew what was going on. This had to do with the mystery of his past. Naruto was special. From day one, that was certain. No other Uchiha could heal like he healed. But he's been tested before, and he came back as 100% Uchiha blood. But now, the poison, it weakened him. It weakened his Uchiha blood gravely. As the test revealed new discoveries, Naruto was not 100% Uchiha. His father had joked off the idea, never truly speaking about Naruto's parentage. His mother, that is. When he speaks about 100% Uchiha blood, he wasn't talking exactly Uchiha only. Naruto knew that, well, he thought that his mother was just a random kunoichi, a random civilian woman. Uchiha blood was so strong that, come in contact with a normal person, it tend to override that individual bloodline. Given the offspring features as a Uchiha, dark eyes, dark hair, sometimes brown, but most of the dark eyes and hair, proving that the person's bloodline was pure and still strong. That was how powerful the Uchiha line was. There wasn't much that could get in the way of a Uchiha. However, others could. Bloodline that were as strong, bloodline that were as special. Naruto did not know exactly which one it was. However, it was certain that his father wasn't with any random. It was indeed someone special. His mother that he never knew, that he wanted to know. It was someone special indeed. Time skip. 3 adults. 2 teenagers. Still older than Naruto, and yet they all were on the ground. It was a simple test to see if he had fully recovered. And well, he did not disappoint. They weren't dead, just unconscious, proving that Naruto's strength was still absolute, even greater. No weapons, just pure hands, not even jutsus. They might be older, taller, but Naruto outplayed them. Their eyes were nowhere close to his. Their eyes did not match up, despite possessing the Sharingan as well. Time skip. Both men were seated. Fukaku, sitting across from Naruto as Naruto requests this private meeting. Naruto had just arrived, sitting down. They would soon discuss the events that would take place, movements that would be made. After all, Naruto was struck, and just like any other Uchiha, Naruto's pride was on the line. He was angry. Most would not know, but he was angry. He controlled his anger well, but it was there, and it was violent. Terribly so. The room was quiet. The lantern that was there lighting the area. As both men sat, their posture was different though. Fukaku's eyes were sharp, an aura of a man carrying the burden of leadership with discipline. Naruto, on the other hand, seemed as he always was, calm, so collected, despite Fukaku knowing that underneath he was not. Naruto was the first to speak. The clan prospered, yet the shadow deepened. Power unchecked is wasted, and silence after insult is a weakness. Still, There is a rhythm to history, Fukaku. The Uchihas will not always kneel in a village built on our blood. Fukaku nodded slightly, eyes narrowing in thought. Your words are true. The clan waits, but the village, they watch us even closer. Timing is everything. Naruto tilted his head, as if amused. Yes, timing and clarity. That is why I requested this meeting. Clarity. Naruto Sharingan activated. But in a moment later it shifted. His Mangekyou Sharingan sprang into life. Fukaku composure cracked for the briefest of moments. Stunned. Surprised. He looked at Naruto. Those eyes, he said. Naruto looked down. Attacked. In my own home. Danzo mongrels left me at the edge of death. Within that moment, I struggled internally. I understand what few in the clan ever will. Pain bring, not despair, but sight. I wonder though, said Naruto, his gaze narrow. Did you not also gain enlightenment when your comrade fell before your eyes? Fukaku's hands tightened beneath his sleeves. Naruto's words struck an old wound. He buried one of his closest friends who was within the police force. When he looked up though, it was revealed. His eyes also shifted, revealing the Mangekyou. The ear itself was heavy. Mangekyou. Looking at Mangekyou as he questioned, what precedent do you set, Naruto? He said. What future do you seek? Revealing this now. Naruto leaned forward and Fukaku saw it. Only a few will live to see this and tell about it. It was the darkness, the depths behind those eyes. As Naruto spoke, a future where we answer insults with ruins. An anarchy like this, an attack within our very homes from the shadows inside of the village shall not stand. We were struck once. The next strike will be harder, sharper. It shall be absolute. Fukaku said nothing at first. He knew that it was only a matter of time. The heir, the boy destined to take the clan from his hands. But shall he lead it into luxury? Or shall he lead it into chaos? He gave a nod though. Then we shall speak again within the council. If this is the path that you choose to put before the clan, then let it be present to all. And I will listen, Fukaku said. Naruto got up, his eyes returning back to normal. Good. Then the next meeting shall be no longer whispers. The clan shall hear. They will learn. Naruto walked away. Fukaku, watching as he leave. Thinking about the future, about Naruto actions that have yet to come. How the clan will rally behind him. But Fukaku did not know exactly what Naruto desired with his move, with this moment. Time skip. Once again we find Naruto, but this time he was meditating. Calmly. But it was interrupted though. I know you're there. She poked her head out, making her way towards him. She was 1 year younger than him. Her name was Izumi. Izumi Uchiha. She stepped towards him with a smile. Her innocent ways. What you doing? She said. Naruto smiled at her. He's known her since childhood. She was a friend of his. A good friend. Are you checking up on me? Well, I know you're gonna brush me off if I ask straight away. So I figure that I'll just manipulate you mentally to tell me what is going on. You think you can control my brain? Naruto said. Well, I am a girl. That is one thing. And I'm the best when it comes to the Sharingan. That is number 2. So you're gonna use those eyes of yours? Well, I haven't decided yet. Unless you force me, she said, with a smile. But Naruto saw through that smile. What's wrong, Izumi? He said. You got hurt. Within the village. I'm worried about you. But I'm also worried about everyone else within the clan. If they came after someone like you, what does that mean for the rest of us? I'm not blind. I see the way tension are rising within the village, between us and the others. She, like many others, were much too young. They did not know the full truth. They did not attend the meetings. They were young. They will eventually be brought into the fold. However, selection was not easy. The only reason why Itachi was brought in so young was because he was Fukaku's son. After all, they would never tell someone like Sasuke what is going on. She was peaceful and kind, but also she was a part of the folks that wanted the betterment for everyone. Yes, she was loyal. She will see through and through. However, people like Naruto and Itachi, who's been on missions where they had to slaughter, commit massacres, well, they understood. She, on the other hand, her hands were stained, but they weren't bloody. The police force, the council, they were there, but you had a lot of people that truly did not know the truth. The non-fighters, the innocent amongst the clan. After all, majority of them that were a part of it, they were guilty. Then again, this entire world was guilty if you look at it that way. They were all killers. She was worried, concerned about her, the people, everyone. Naruto stepped towards her. He got close. He looked directly in her eyes. I want you to hear me well when I say this. There will be nothing that happened to you and any of the innocent of this clan. There's a reason why we train. There's a reason why we push ourselves so hard. It is to keep you safe. She looked into his eyes. Despite him only being a year older, she believed his words. It took off so much off her shoulders. Hey, she said, pouting. You know I'm a ninja as well. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. She punched him in the shoulder. In these moments you see Naruto opening up. It did not take too long for once again problem to rise when Mito came by. Yes, she knew that she should not be drawing so close. The people around did not seem to like it. She knew of the Hokage, but despite not saying a single thing bad about the man, Mito did not trust him. Naruto never said anything bad about Hiruzen, but Mito did not trust him because he didn't want her associating with the Uchihas and one of her closest friends. Someone that kept her safe, someone that protected her. Naruto. Word was sent to him as he made his way. She heard. She wanted to see if he was okay. She heard rumors flying around that he was attacked. She breathed a sigh of relief when she saw him. Safe. She hadn't seen him in some time, but that wasn't unusual. Naruto stooped down and smiled towards her. Everything's alright, he said to her. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. She was relieved. Naruto walked with her throughout the village. The warning that was given wasn't exactly a solid warning, just the precedent that was set there. However, his actions now, as the envoys across the rooftop saw him, was proving something very, very dangerous. Yes, that was very dangerous. Time skip. Months passed by. Mito came by to tell Naruto that she was having fun at the academy. Things were going well. Becoming friends with Sasuke and a few of the other clan heads was good for her. More time passed by. She was now 8 years old. She was growing up fast. Itachi was 14 years old. Naruto, 15. Almost 16. Things have been developing. The tension was worse. So much worse. But no one has strike. No one has made a move. No one has stepped forward, which was odd. Within the secret meeting area, the elders were there. The two traitors were there. Hiruzen was there. It was Koharu who spoke after the intel was given. Every meeting the Uchiha holds, their hate grew. So much time has passed and yet, their hate has been festering but with no retaliation. The young one Naruto word, it's spreading like wildfire. They are no longer divided. They are sharpening for war. Homura continue, and Fukaku does not temper him. He lets the boy speak as if he's already clan head. Itachi was calm but he was tense. It's because Naruto speak directly without fear. He say what the others hesitate to say through their voice. Their strength is in him. They rally behind him. That is why I'm here today. That is why I asked to be here, Shisui said. We can no longer wait. It's unavoidable. It's action. Their words. The more time pass, the stronger they all grow. But this is good for us. They turn to him. They listen to him. I can use my eyes. The Kodemasukami alter his mind, his will, without him even realizing. I can implant the thoughts of peace. As angry as Naruto is, he also doesn't want utter destruction. He can see past the hate and anger to know that there's a lot of innocents that need to be saved. You all believe that he's using that young girl, but not even once have I saw something like that. He genuinely cared for her. That is how he is, and we can use that. Hiruzen looked towards him. You would rob him of his will. An Uchiha, born of Madara's bloodline. If he ever learns, the damage will be... Hiruzen did not finish. While the idea was enticing, the problem was, if there was some way, somehow this failed. If Naruto had his suspicions before, his theories would be confirmed and he would come after them. There was a good chance they would die, as the rest of the clan would not hesitate to take them down for their traitorous act, and everything would blow up into explosions that they could not contain. Itachi spoke after though. If he leads them to war, the village will drown in blood. Peace would never be achieved then. Perhaps Shisui path is the only correct way. Koharu said, but if it fails, it worsens. Is it concrete? That his eyes would not be able to break through yours. Then again his Sharingan is only at the first level, while yours has matured to greater heights. If we wait, the decision will be made for us. When Naruto speak, the clan listen. Shisui said, every meeting end with their word in conflict. They want him to be ready. They're holding themselves back because he's too young. Well, he was too young. But now he's older, stronger, wiser. Soon enough they will strike. And they will move against us all. Danzo hadn't said a single word, because in his mind he was fuming. 40%. In the past months, that flew by first. In the first few months, it was 10. But in the years that passed by, 40 goddamn percent. 40% of his root scattered to the wind like leaf. Danzo was pissed as he clenched his cane. He had no doubt who was behind it. The people here knew what was going on, but they were quiet because they knew that Danzo would make a move. He got his chance. He tried to kill the demon, but he missed. And the retaliation of the root agents was something that they weren't speaking of. Danzo believed that they knew, but they seriously did not. But that was a problem. Communication. If Danzo had said something, they would have realized that something was gravely wrong. Because neither Itachi or Shisui knew about what was truly going on. But Danzo did not know that. And he was too stubborn to say anything. His route was being struck down before they could report back in. Every single check-in was failing. And when someone was sent to investigate, their mask was left on the ground, placed neatly over the spot where their body burned. He gazed toward Shisui. Breaking his mind, controlling his mind was no longer an option. Danzo was going to dominate every single one of them. Eradication. They've been a stain on this village for too long, and they will be its downfall. Death is the only thing that will bring them salvation. That is the only thing that will bring them peace. Time skip. Shisui made his way. The conclusion of his actions. They were on standby. However, word was sent to him privately to discuss the movements. Movements that were going to be made. And his eyes would be needed for this. However, Shisui was surprised to see that it was Danzo alone. Yes, it was Danzo alone. He approached the man to discuss what was going on. Danzo came off normal, calm, speaking about what he would do to Naruto to keep his mind in check, to keep the peace in check. Danzo wasn't worthy in the meeting, but now he seemed to be all for it. Until Shisui saw the switch though. The man went straight after his Sharingan, immediately placing him under a genjutsu. Of all people, Shisui did not expect this. They were on the same side. He was betraying his own clan for him, so why? Why would he do something like this? Shisui could not understand. Did the Hokage order him to do this? Was the Hokage going back on his word? He tried to understand. And he left himself open because Danzo wasn't supposed to be able to get out of that genjutsu, but he did. The technique was aimed to shut down Danzo's mind in the moment. However, a hidden Sharingan under the bandages. It went white. Danzo landed a brutal punch within Shisui's gut. He grabbed his hair. He knocked him so hard Shisui was dazed. Danzo then reached to rip the Sharingan out of his socket until a hand grabbed his wrist. Shisui staggered, his eyes safe, as he saw the finger inches away. When he formally regained his proper sight, he saw it, the terrified look on Danzo's face. Standing in between them was him. Shisui was caught off guard as Naruto stood there. Naruto stood there rather calmly, holding Danzo's arm inches away from Shisui's eye. He spoke calmly. hoping that your man will come out and take me down. That didn't work so well last time. The blade came out so fast that Danzo was not prepared. His true real arm. Naruto carved right through it like it was butter, and he was holding a hot knife. Danzo bit back the pain. He leaped away. However, before his foot could touch the ground, Naruto appeared and kicked him so hard. You could hear his bones breaking as his body folded like a pancake. He was blasted through the foliage, slamming through trees and crashing hard. Danzo was, his health was uncertain from that kick. Naruto stood there, taller than even Shisui. He's grown a lot in this short amount of time. His hair even longer, looking more menacing, his gaze more dangerous than before. Naruto did not go after Danzo. He stepped up towards Shisui. "Are you okay?" he said. "Yeah, I'm fine," Shisui said, wondering what did Naruto know. What was he doing? Seems like he was going after your eye. Shisui wanted to spin a lie. Before he could though, Naruto headbutted him so hard, everything went white. Shisui crumbled. Naruto knocked him out with a headbutt. As he looked down towards him, Naruto stood there, the dead body of the root ninjas in the forest, as Danzo ran, stomping, clutching onto his broken self and running away, but Naruto did not pursue him. Naruto picked Shisui up and made his way off. Time skip. Itachi was gazing towards Sasuke. Sasuke was playing. Yes, he was playing with the other kids. Him and Mito had turned fast friends. Itachi felt sorrow in his heart, pain in his heart, anguish in his heart, knowing that all of this could be taken away. But he couldn't. He couldn't allow something like that to happen. He couldn't allow them to go through pain that would bring down their very existence. Itachi felt it as Naruto appeared behind him. "We need to talk. Come with me." Itachi was uncertain, but he followed, playing it cool. After all, he didn't know nothing. "Where are we going?" "Somewhere private," said Naruto. Naruto walked ahead of him, leaving his back completely open. This was it. Itachi could strike him down right here and now, ending Naruto's life, but that would only push the Uchihas even faster. And that wasn't his desire. As much as many of them saw Naruto as a villain, he simply loved his clan too much. But why? Why leave themselves so open? Why not even put up a guard? Perhaps he truly did not know what was going on. Yes, that had to be the case. He brought him towards one of the old Uchiha grounds. They will have some privacy here where they could talk, as Naruto stepped inside. Itachi guard was up, ready to fight, but he could pick up on one person here. Shisui. He was confused. What was going on? Itachi reached, weapon in his sleeve. Naruto stepped aside. Itachi saw him, bound. Gag, but his eyes said it all. Run! Itachi jumped away. He landed, but Naruto was gone. Do you really think that you can escape me? We fought on many occasions. Not a lot lately, but my strength has only grown. You cannot best me, Itachi. Give up. Itachi flared his chakra. There was no genjutsu that could hold him. His Sharingan sprang into life. However, What baffled him was Naruto. In front of him. Speed? Did his perception of time slow or something? Did he slow down? No. How did... The fist felt like it was gonna go through his back. Naruto was angry. Itachi felt all breath leave his lungs. The uppercut knocked him clean out. 2 blows. An elite of Konoha was taken down by 2 blows. That just show you the kind of monster that Naruto truly was. Hey! Hey! Itachi, groggy, finally regained consciousness. Shisui bound. The both of them were. Their chakra felt suppressed, heavily so. There is no escape, Shisui said. Itachi finally focused. So he knew. That's not all. Before he suppressed my chakra, I did it. Itachi was confused. Did what? The Kodomasakami. I tried to manipulate his will, his thoughts. But it didn't work. It didn't? Are you sure it did properly? Shisui gave him a look. I know, but it's just... Why didn't it work? I think that Naruto has been hiding a lot more than we know. We already know that he was hiding a lot. No, something much bigger. Shisui said. What's gonna happen now? If he tell the others, they will call for our death immediately. I know, Shisui said, knowing that the clan would not hesitate to put them down for their action. Fukaku's son are not. They would kill Itachi. He was a traitor. Traitors die. And Shisui would be right after. They would probably take his eyes, Itachi's as well, showing them that they were traitors and they did not deserve respect. This was bad. Extremely so. Itachi tried to break free, thinking about Sasuke, but he couldn't. They were bound. They could not break free. They heard it. The movements of footsteps as Naruto stepped inside. Quiet. They were all quiet. No words were said. They looked at him and he looked at them. Naruto reached over and pulled the chair across as he proceeded to sit down in front of them. He seemed so calm, despite the both of them knowing that he wasn't. Well, gentlemen, said Naruto, shall we discuss your treachery? But guys, let me end some so right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channel. And what if Naruto had Frieza potential? But I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace guys.